The hardest part about having my sister with cancer is just the amount of suffering you see in her. I would rather it be me, just her being so young, she shouldn't have to suffer like this.
Gabby's diagnosed has affected my children in many ways. You probably can't see it through them, but I see them on a daily basis where they're sad. I've seen them crying in their room sometimes. The best thing about Carson Crusaders is what they do for families, especially siblings, because when you have a child that has cancer and you're in the hospital for so many days, you really don't focus on the siblings as much as you used to, just because you're always focusing on the child that's ill. And just them knowing that they're special, that Carson Crusaders acknowledges them, it just makes them feel loved. The event at Great Wolf Lodge really, really helped my kids come together. They haven't really had a chance to do that with us being in the hospital a lot with Gabby. I never thought about what they felt while we're in the hospital. You know, they feel left out.
The best part about Great Wolf Lodge was just the fact and the thinking that it brought us all together, because with Gabby, her being sick, it's hard for us to have like family time. But us going there, it brought us together, and I don't know, we could have a good time. Like, we just all had a great time.
The best part about Great Wolf Lodge is how we got together as a family and we could spend time as a family.
We're just very thankful for the opportunity they give us, our family, to be there and just enjoy ourselves, you know, just forget about the hospital, forget about the pokes and the blood transfusions and everything that Gabby has to go through. She had a blast.
Well, the gas cards alone help us tremendously, just because of, you know, certain even chemotherapy treatments now require Monday through Friday back and forth. The parking passes add up quickly. When we're there Monday through Friday, it adds up very quickly.
The trip to Great Wolf Lodge came shortly after our diagnosis, and we're still learning how to function. And it was a little mini vacation that it's irreplaceable. I mean, it just really was. We got to go and have fun and relax, and we got to do it as a family, and we got to be around the other families.
Mm-hmm. Great Wolf Lodge was fun because I got to sleep in my dad's bed.
I think the biggest memory for me is that it was so early, and Lily had just lost her hair, and everywhere we went, we seemed to get a lot of pity. You know, people would look at her with pity, and there was none of that there. It was all joy, and it was all fun. But they got their own T-shirt, and they all stood out. And you know, it's easy to tell the ones running around without hair, you know. But when you see the ones running around in their little gold T-shirts, you know the special role that they play, and it was just fun. High-fiving them and hanging out with them and seeing how they do it too. And that was the biggest thing for me, was just the fun. I mean, cancer's tough, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we didn't have to think about it.
When I heard she had cancer, I just flipped out. I disappeared for not too long, but I disappeared every once in a while.
I think the best part of Carson's Crusaders is for the siblings. There's lots of stuff out there that's for, you know, the caregivers or for the patient themselves, but you know, yeah, it's hard to remember that there's other lives, little lives affected.
I think cancer affected my mom and brother. They just worry a lot now.
First of all, when you're told that your child has cancer, that's number one, a shock, and then you can't plan for expenses with cancer. It doesn't matter what salary range you are in, cancer is very expensive. Some of the day-to-day expenses that you incur when a child has cancer is the driving back and forth. The gas adds up. Depends on how many times you're having to go back and forth to the doctor. And we did radiation every day for 6 weeks. The gas cards that Carson's Crusaders provided actually helped with the financial expense of the burden of having to, fuel every week. Sometimes, if you're going every day, twice a day, you have to fuel twice a week. The best thing about Carson's Crusaders is that they are there to help the parents, help lift the financial burden that you are impacted with for an expense that you have not planned for.